Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode.
Welcome back.
Amanda, you look cozy.
It's chemo week. I don't need to get out of pajamas.
I think you actually went from one pair of pajamas to another for this. So this is you getting dressed up for this one, huh?
I got dressed up in my jammies.
You have a topic you want to talk about today, but before we do that, because it is chemo week and you're on day 2, why don't you just give everybody a quick update on how you're doing, and then we'll jump into your topic.
I am doing fairly well. True to form, I lied to myself and I promised that I was not going to see any providers, and I not only saw a provider, but then I also had my annual gyno visit. So that was fun. Man, being a woman sometimes, it's just like, man, really you have to be down there and all of this and hot, and you're still trying to talk like, hey, how's your kids? And I'm like, you're in all my parts right now.
And you mentioned too, what was new is your leg is flopping around.
Oh my, sorry, I still don't have the full function of my right leg, so the stirrup or whatever they put you through still like spread your legs. I don't know how else to explain.
You're explaining it really well. I think people are getting a good visual, Amanda. Keep going with it.
But my leg kept collapsing, and so she's like holding it down, trying to like put the, what, I don't even know how to explain it unless you've been a woman.
I think you're explaining it well. We could probably draw a diagram from what you just said and have a pretty good idea.
So yes, that was yesterday. And then I don't see any other providers for the rest of the week. It just so happened that these two just fell.
You decided to kick the week off with a bang.
Right. But it went well.
Good.
That's good.
Moving beyond provider visits and leg stirrups, what did you want to talk about today?
I wanted to talk about something that I feel is extremely important even if you don't have a cancer diagnosis, and which is if you have fur children, so pets, really making sure there's a plan in place. What would happen if I was to pass away? Who would take the pets? How that would look like? And so that is what I wanted to talk about today. Almost right out of Cottage Rehab Hospital, I kind of realized that even though you're here and you're, my partner and obviously the fur children's dad, I did have to talk to my parents about what was to happen if something happened to both of us. My parents would take the cats, and I just think it's extremely important to, even, like I said, without a cancer diagnosis, is knowing that somebody is going to take care of them and not just send them to a shelter or put them down, because I've seen that happen, and I think that's an important conversation to have.
Yeah, I think one of the things that has been really clear to us is there is never a bad time to not have plans in place for things. And early on, we were really great. We got power of attorney, those kinds of things taken care of, and then we kind of slacked off on it. We still haven't done some of the formal paperwork that we probably need to do. It's one of those things that you think, especially if you're young, you're invincible, you'll have forever to do it. I know my dad did not have certain things in place, and it really made a hard situation even harder when he passed. And I've heard too many stories about that over the years where those dynamics have played out. I mean, I've been seeing it play out in real time in some ways in other aspects of my life too, this past year. So it really is. And in that, a lot of times some of the immediate consideration is of assets or whatnot, but really the fur babies, as anybody who has fur children know, they're such an important piece of the family, and it can really be easy for them to be overlooked. And you had talked about one of the other things you wanted to mention during this is, in addition to having plans in place for them, what would happen, where would they go, who would take care of them, is having a little sticker that you had put on the door that basically denotes, and anybody can get this sticker, right? So
Yeah.
tell people a little bit about that.
So, yes, because I need to probably talk about two things, so I already forgot one thing.
So focus on the one you remember, and then
So
we'll see
the
if
one that I
comes back.
remember is we have a sliding glass door, and on our sliding glass door, there is a sticker that says, "Please save my pets," which means if there was to be a fire or if somebody had to come to the house for an evacuation, they know that we have 3 animals, and they're 3 cats, because it denotes, like, I think it's like bird, cat, dog, and then other. And we have it, and I think you can get it anywhere. It's maybe like it's either free or maybe 50 cents. But it's also important because it can tell, firefighters or first responders or whatever that, hey, there's animals in here, and even if they couldn't rescue them, they can at least like bang the door down or something, give them a little bit of a fighting chance.
And we have it because living in Southern California, unfortunately, is a year-round fire danger. We have it because it's such a high fire.
Well, I think we got it when there was a fire, literally 0.05, when the fire happened in front of our house.
Yeah, so we have it as a precaution for those types of things. And it's also, like you said, it's a great way to let people know what's going on there. It's also, I think, just a reminder of if there was some sort of emergency and people were running in to help a human, to just be aware that there is animals in there too.
Mm-hmm.
So that's something that's really, really important to you. You have a big, big place in your heart for pets and animals. When we go for walks, if you see a bird, if you see another dog, if you see a sea otter, if you see a seagull, you tell me that those are your babies and that you love them all. And at the end of every walk, we find out that you have another 38 fur children of different degrees of fluffiness and furriness.
Right. Yes, and the thing that I wanted to remember is both of my cats are microchipped, and it is very important to update your microchips. I had the cats in my name. I transferred all of their information over to Jesse, just in case something were to happen and the cats got lost like 10 years down the road. But updating your microchips, updating your addresses, updating just anything that is pertinent to, if something were to happen, they do it now versus later.
Does it give you peace of mind to have it done now?
Oh, yeah.
So I think that's something that's really important. Life will happen. Amanda and I talked about this constantly throughout this journey. As hard as this whole diagnosis has been, we're so grateful to have this time right now to be able to make these decisions, to be able to have the peace of mind with that, because through this journey, we've know of people who woke up one day, went on the day like it was normal, and then something happened and they never came home or whatever it was. And so then not only are you a family dealing with the grief and all the loss and the shock of it all, you're trying to figure stuff out that could have been avoided if it had just been taken care of before. So nobody really likes to think, I think most of us probably don't like to think about our mortality or the mortality of the people we love. Take it from us, the peace of mind is such a gift. Mm-hmm. All right, anything else?
Nope.
Well, everybody, we love you and appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here as always. Amanda will continue being cozy during chemo.
Absolutely, 100%.
We'll see if her next
It might be wearing the same thing.
Her next update might be wearing the same thing, although she does have all the Costco pajama collections, so she has plenty of choices to choose from. We'll see if we can get her to upgrade her wardrobe for the next one and show you one of her other jammy sets. Until then, we appreciate so much you being on the journey. We are so grateful for each of you. We send you lots of love and well wishes. We hope you're enjoying your holidays, and we will talk to you all soon. Bye.